Hey guys, how's it going? It is Joy. I am back, you guys. It's a Tuesday. How's everybody feeling? I'm here with another audio video, you guys. So I have a very interesting topic. It was actually an inspiration that I seen on Instagram, and I thought, why not share it with my subscribers and my viewers? First of all, if this is you guys' first time tuning into my channel, welcome, welcome. My name is Joy, and I help people overcome narcissistic abuse. All right, you guys. And I just wanted to say thank you to those of you that have donated to my channel, that have bought items for my online shop. I wanted to say thank you guys so much. I need to go in there and update it because I wanted to give you guys a discount for the month of September. So definitely stay tuned for that. You'll probably see that information in the description box. But thank you guys. Please continue to keep doing that. And thank you to those of you that have gotten support sessions with me, that had purchased my video and my audio courses. All right, you guys, and other of my services like my coaching programs and my 4-week and 8-week sessions. Thank you, you guys. Thank you for your support. It really, truly means the world. All right. And I did want to add, like I mentioned, my support session. So I am doing a free bonus for this month. If you guys would like to try a 30-minute support sessions with me to help with overcoming narcissistic abuse, or you just want to talk about what you've gone through, please message me. You can email me at livenarcfree9@gmail.com and set up a session, and we can go from there. And how we could talk about how I could further help you on this journey. But yeah, you guys, enough of that. I just want to go ahead and get right into the topic. Um, let's just get into it. So, I want to talk about things that make it hard to heal for survivors of narcissistic abuse, like things that make healing hard for survivors of narcissistic abuse. The reason why I say that is because I know, like, a lot of us, when we deal with narcissistic abuse, it's a struggle to heal. Trust me, I've been there, I've done it. It's never an easy thing. You go through those times where, you feel like you're moving on, you feel like you're able to, let them go and forget about the experience and never have to worry about meeting another narcissist, or, maybe you feel like you're just able to erase this memory, like you're able to put this behind you in the past, let it go and never think about it again. But some of us, we may get hoovered by the narc, or we may feel lonely and we may even reach out to them, or we feel bad, we feel guilty, we really miss them. Maybe we're codependent on them, maybe we have children with them, maybe we're married, and it just makes healing hard. It's like we're opening up that wound again, so we're never truly able to let them go and able to really heal and go on and move on to living the life that we truly deserve, which is being successful and finding a real love that will really appreciate who we really are, and that would really accept us without making us feel bad for being ourselves. You guys get me? So yeah, I know that was a handful, right? But yeah, I do want to get into a few pointers here. So if you guys want to write this down, I think this will be super helpful. You guys could, just really write it down, study it, and just really take it in and yeah, work on implementing it for sure. So first thing is, you know, we consider the bad people who happen that like we consider the bad people and it happened to us, and it's a reflection of our worth. Does that make sense, you guys? So basically, the people that treated us bad, we see them as a reflection of like what we are and like our self esteem and our self value. You know what I mean? So this makes it hard to heal because at the end of the day, we're just like, well, we attracted this bad person. So it's like, maybe did I deserve that? Like, that's the way I deserve to be treated. So we're kind of taking that on. Like, however the narcissist treated us, we are taking it as if we deserve that's all, we're even capable of having, and that's just not the case. So the next thing is, we feel unlovable because heartless people lied about love and abused us. And so again, it's about us feeling unworthy. We feel unloved, and it's only because we have been in contact with someone that was toxic, someone was unhealthy, and did not love us in the way that we deserved, you know? And the next thing that makes it hard to heal for people who are maybe you're dealing with the narcissist, or you're working on leaving them, or maybe you've let them go and it's been years and it's a struggle for you to move on. But some of us, we blame ourselves for the failure of the relationship, that we did everything possible to keep it alive. We blame ourselves for it being over, not knowing that, hey, this person that we're dealing with, they have a problem. Like, they have a mental health issue. They are not capable of change. So that's not our job to say, hey, it's all my fault. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can accept responsibility. You did have a part to play. I'm not saying like, oh, we're pointing all the fingers at the narc, because it takes two to tango, right? But at the end of the day, whoever you were dealing with did not have any empathy. They can't love you in any way. They don't have any remorse, and they don't take responsibility. So at the end of the day, it makes sense that you would take that on and, blame yourself for it, and make it seem like, oh, well, maybe you could have did something better. Was I not good enough? Maybe I should have put my all into it. Maybe it would have worked out. But that's definitely not the case. So please, please, please try your best not to blame yourself. I know it's easier said than done, right? That's a lot of us, we're always in that kind of mind frame, but definitely try not to be too hard on yourself. So the next thing, what makes it hard to heal for us survivors of narcissistic abuse, is that, we think that our life is over, and it's really just the beginning. And I can really, really, really resonate, because I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I actually talk about this. I did an interview. I'm going to leave that link below. Shout out to Vanessa. I'm going to leave that link. We had an amazing interview on Wednesday. She is from New York, but she's in Panama right now. And she has this podcast where it talks about relationships and dating, and we had our interview and it was amazing. So you guys definitely check her out. Definitely follow her podcast. But yeah, I just remember how I talked about, after I stopped dealing with the narcissist, I cried for 6 months. I felt like I couldn't live anymore. I was literally on autopilot, and it was just like my life was over. In my mind, I thought that, but in actuality, it was really just beginning, because it was like I was moving on from that toxic relationship, and I was beginning to find myself and beginning to know my worth and know my value and know what it is that I deserve in a relationship and what I don't want in a relationship. You know what I mean? And also understanding what my values are, what my morals are, and understanding how people can be. Like, maybe don't open up too quick and really get to know a person for their true intentions. Maybe don't let your guard down so easily. You know what I mean? Kind of give people, like, you have to test them out a little bit. I know that sounds weird, testing them out, but you just really got to get a feel of people. You got to keep your guards up and keep your logic to yourself. And yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. So the next thing that makes it hard to heal for survivors is, that we have been taught to undervalue all the good and the precious things about us. So let's say you're an empath, you're HSP, highly sensitive person. We've been taught to undervalue all of that. Like, we're kind, we're caring, we're loving, we're understanding in some way, somehow, whether it was by the narcissist, or it was a parent, or it was a teacher, or maybe it was a bully or something that you ran into, or it could have been a stranger. People have taught you to undervalue all the good and the precious things about yourself. Like, basically, if you have good manners, like, people are like, oh, like, who cares about that? You know what I mean? Or, or if you just, you give, like, you are very generous. So if you give to people, some people be like, oh, why are you wasting your money? Why are you giving your money away to this person? So people, they kind of make you feel less valued for the good things that you do. And again, that comes from being in a toxic or unhealthy relationships, or being around toxic friends or family members, that kind of thing. I was just grabbing some water. But yeah, but definitely don't undervalue the good things about you, because that's actually what makes you who you are. Like, let's say you're an empath. The beautiful thing about being an empath is you're sensitive, you're caring, you're very loving, and you're intuitive. You are, you really, you have an optimistic view about the world, but you may kind of shy away from the world because you deep down you know that some people can misunderstand you. So sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you feel like people don't get you. Sometimes you feel like people don't really accept you for who you really are, and so it makes you feel sad sometimes. So sometimes you could even be depressed. You may want to you probably break down a lot. Maybe you don't have many friends. Maybe you only have like a handful of friends, or maybe it could be less than that. Maybe you only like to have jobs where it's like less confrontational. Maybe you like to work around plants and animals. You like to work in nature. You know what I mean? And maybe you want, like, some of you guys like to teach people. So maybe you like to teach children, or maybe young adults, or whatever it is that you're passionate about. But there's certain kind of environments that only HSPs and empaths can be around, because the regular world, the real world out there, it's like we are not of that. We live in the world, but we're not of it. So sometimes people have taught us to undervalue who and what we really are, and that's not something that you want to do. And that is what can make healing hard for survivors of narcissistic abuse, because of that constant conditioning, that constant program, like you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough. You know what I mean? But none of that is true. All right, the next thing is that they see themselves in the worst possible light, and could make healing hard for narcissistic abuse survivors. It's just because of all of the programmings and all of the put downs and all the abuse, all of the gaslighting, the silent treatment, the hoovering, the love bombing, the discard, the crazy making, the arguments, the fighting, the going back and forth. You don't see yourself in a good light. And it's very unfortunate, but that's where you come in. You are recovering from being abused by a narcissist, right? Or it could be a borderline, it could be someone that is bipolar, or it could be a sociopath, or it could be a psychopath. I hope and pray to God no. But yeah, and that takes you understanding who you are, your value, your worth, and working on fixing yourself and healing yourself or whatever it is. Maybe if you're codependent, you feel like you can't be alone, or maybe you struggle with low self-esteem, low self-worth, low self-value, or anything like that. Maybe you don't know your life purpose. Maybe that's something that you want to work on. You know what I mean? So yeah, another thing is what makes healing hard for survivors of narcissistic abuse is that, they make cruel, unfair comparisons between themselves and others. And this is crazy because the narcissist will actually encourage this. They will put you in situations where you have to compete for their time, their attention, their affection, and their love, whether it's with, exes, love interests, their family members, strangers, and all kinds of things. So you start to doubt yourself. And the narcissists, they know what they're doing. They're planting that seed of doubt that you're not good enough, that you don't have everything to make them feel satisfied. You're not worthy. You don't deserve everything that you really want or the things that you dream about. That's what they're planting into your mind. And so you just really have to be careful and try not. I know it's hard. It's hard, right, you guys? But it's not an overnight process. It's an everyday, you got to be, let's say you're reading about self-worth, self-value, who you are, healing yourself from maybe it's childhood traumas, or maybe you need to forgive your parents or people that you grew up with. Maybe it's family members or friends or whatever the case is. But you have to understand it's going to take time, and don't compare yourself. We all have our own life journey. Everybody is on their own unique path. Nobody's path is going to be the same as yours. Even take a break from social media. I know social media, you're looking on other people's pages and profiles, and you're like, well, this person's life is like this person's doing this, they're traveling, they moved into a home, or they got married, they have kids, and you're just like, well, how come I don't have that? It's because you have your own journey. You have lessons that you still may need to learn, and that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Nobody is bigger or better or worse than anybody. So always keep that in mind, and try not to compare yourself to the new supply or any flying monkeys or anything, because trust me, the narcissist is doing this on purpose. It's to hurt you, just so you know. So don't give them that supply, or don't give them that feeling like, oh yeah, I got them right where I want them. All right, so the next thing is Things that would make healing hard for survivors of narcissistic abuse is because they go through a load of misery, including toxic parents, siblings, partners that they never deserved. And that's kind of like what I was saying is just, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, this is literally like what I've gone through, whether it was toxic parents and family members, partners, and, it's not something that you really deserved. And like I said, I definitely have empathy if you're listening to this and you've experienced this. My heart goes out to you because I understand how it could feel. You feel miserable. You feel like nobody wants you, or you feel like, everybody that you meet is going to be the same. But trust me, that's not true. You will meet somebody eventually, but there's definitely a lot of inner healing to do. And it starts with your commitment to yourself, to your future. All right. And you deserve love. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have your dreams fulfilled. You deserve to have your wishes fulfilled. But that starts with you knowing that. You know what I mean? But because of your past, I understand, you have those wounds, you have those traumas, and it's not so easy to get over. It's not so easy to heal. And I get it. It could take years, but it starts with you recognizing, like, okay, I need help. You know what I mean? Not like in a way like, oh God, but like you have to understand in order for you to do better, you have to, well, in order to get better, you have to do better. So in order for you to work towards being or having healthier relationships or being happy in your future, you have to make a change. You have to do something. Maybe you have to, get support, seek out assistance, seek out a therapist, seek out a counselor, seek out myself. I help people overcome narcissistic abuse. Reach out to me. You really want to talk to people that have been through what you've gone through. So this way they understand you, they relate to you. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I understand the misery and you're gonna go through it. It's nothing wrong with it. But the problem is you don't want to stay there. And that's where depression comes in, because a lot of us, we go through these toxic relationships and, we isolate ourselves. We don't want to go out. We're just like, oh, this is my life. I can't believe this person did this to me. So now I want to get everybody back. So that could be an avenue for when some people decide that they're going to be a narc, or others people, they just punish themselves and they just live a life of misery and they just suffer and they keep reattracting the same partners over and over again. Or they just decide like, I'm not open to love. I'm not doing this anymore. And it's like you are robbing yourself of being happy in your future, while this narcissist that you were dealing with, whether it's male or female, because you guys know females can be narcissists. My aunt was a narcissist. So yeah, they're off doing what they want to do. They're living life, traveling and all kinds of stuff, but you are the one that's miserable. So don't give that person that satisfaction. Improve yourself, empower yourself, get the help that you need, seek out advice, read books and take classes or take courses. I have video and audio courses. Learn about yourself, learn about healthy boundaries, learn about, self-value and self-worth. I'm actually going to be coming out with another course pretty soon. It's going to be called something about self-love. I haven't come out with the title as of yet, but stay tuned for that. Understanding self-love, self-value, because I think a lot of us, especially nowadays, we don't really even know how to love ourselves or how to go about it. And, like you went through an unhealthy relationship. How do I find a healthy relationship, or how do I recognize a healthy relationship versus a toxic relationship? You know what I mean? Understanding the difference and being open to receiving it, because I know a lot of us, and trust me, I've been there and I'm definitely working towards it. And I'm not going to say I'm perfect. Trust me, I'm not. But, it's this thing where a lot of us, we have it where we will be open to a toxic relationship or someone that doesn't love us or someone that doesn't accept us. But when we have someone that's really there, true, genuine, we will reject them. And that's really sad. And it happens all the time, all the time. Not pointing any fingers, because trust me, I've done it. But it's all about accepting responsibility, taking control over your life, and understanding you are the one that can make the change, no one else. All right. So hopefully that makes sense, you guys. I do have a few more. All right. So the next thing is that the things that make it hard for, survivors to heal after narcissistic abuse is like we don't even see our own courage. So sometimes the narcissist can make it to where, we just lose all hope. We lose faith. We lose faith in ourselves, faith in our will, faith to have a future, faith to make it through. Because trust me, you can overcome this. You can. You can. It's just going to take your commitment, your time, your energy, your effort, and trust me, you can do this. But it all starts with you, as I said. But yeah, you can have that courage. It might have been taken away from you due to circumstances, but this is not the end all be all. Trust me, you can get better and you will get better in due time. And the last but not least is that they have totally rebuilt their trust in themselves and others. So you have to do this. You have to rebuild the trust in yourself and others. So trusting your decisions, trusting your judgment, and when the narcissist gaslights you, oh, to me, I think that is so sneaky because basically they're getting you not to trust your own judgment. And I think that is just that is like really, really, really dangerous, and it's wicked to me. It's just like, why would you even want to do that to someone? Make them doubt their own judgment. Because basically, what they're essentially trying to do is they don't want you to leave, and they know that what they're doing is wrong. I want to make another video about that because people ask me, like, does a narcissist know what they're doing? But I'll probably make that video in a couple days. But yeah, it's like they don't want you to leave. So they want you to doubt your own ability to leave, right? Isn't that sick? So yeah, always, but the thing is you have to work on rebuilding that trust in yourself and others. And trust me, you can't do it by yourself. You have to get that support, get that help to understand first of all, what attracted you to that person and how you can work towards overcoming it. All right, so I hope that this video was helpful. You guys let me know if this was insightful and what you took away from this video. All right, I really do appreciate you guys' support. All right, your feedback is always appreciated. And if you guys want to learn more about this, or if you want to work with me one-on-one, please reach out to me at livenarcfree9@gmail.com, or you can visit my website to take a look at any products or services. Definitely get any of my audio or my video courses, or try a support session with me. You can try it out for free for this whole month for 30 minutes. And then if you want to continue to work with me, you can get a pay-as-you-go coaching, 4-week coaching, 8-week, or even a 90-day coaching. All right. I love to hear from all of you guys. And don't forget to check out my merchandise. Get a Live Narc free t-shirt. I will have the discount price below so you can use the promo code. And yeah, support mental health awareness and donate to the channel as well, you guys. I really appreciate you for all you do. And don't forget to check out my interview that I did below with Vanessa. It was really, really good. Again, she has her own podcast and website. She's a vlogger. She's from the States. But she lives in Panama, actually. And, she talks a lot about like relationships and healing and how to overcome abusive relationships and why it's important to have healed before going into another relationship, which is kind of like what this is about. Why a lot of us, we do struggle with healing is because of the reasons that I mentioned. So make sure you guys wrote this down, review it, think about it, and yeah, just soak it in. And like I said, I look forward to hearing from you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, that interview is going to be below. I love you guys. You have a good one. Take care.